Okay, as I told yesterday, there is a bigger term than expense, and that is called expenditure, right? Expenditure does not mean paying money or cash necessarily. No. Even without paying money, we can do expenditure, right? Again, paying money is not always expenditure. When we pay money, it doesn't mean that we have done expenditure always, right? So, what is expenditure? It is nothing but it is receiving benefits in form of goods or services. See, for all humans, benefits lie in goods and services. Benefits are not in money. We cannot eat money, we cannot wear it, we cannot sleep on it, we cannot ride it. Money is only a means of exchange. So, what pleases us, what satisfies us are goods and services and not money, right? So, when we receive goods or services for which money is payable by us, it means we have done expenditure. Have you understood this or not?
Yes, sir.
So, receiving benefits in form of goods or services for which money is payable, money or some other consideration, that is, some other thing is payable, is expenditure. Now or later. See, when we had barter system, when we did not have any currency and coins, we were still exchanging goods and services for some other goods and services, right? So when you receive benefits, why I have written benefits? Because for humans, benefits are there in goods and services. If we do not get goods and service, if we only have money in our pocket, we cannot be happy. We cannot be satisfied. Ultimately, we require goods or service. As soon as we receive money, we convert that money into goods and services of our choice. So when we receive benefits in form of goods or service for which money or some other thing is payable, either at the time of receiving goods or later, it means we have done expenditure. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So to do an expenditure, payment of money is not necessary. That is, we can do expenditure on credit also. We can do expenditure on credit also. For example, I went to my friend's shop who has footwear business, picked a pair of shoes and came home. There was no conversation between me and my friend at all. I did not talk to my friend, he did not ask me anything. I simply picked a pair of shoes and came back. I did not pay him money. I know that one day I have to pay him price of shoes. Means I know that money is payable by me for the shoes that I have got. The day I got shoes, that day itself I did expenditure. So the day I got shoes, that day itself I did expenditure, though I did not pay any money for it. Means payment of money for an expenditure is not necessary. What I'm trying to tell you is that you do not need to pay money every time at the time of receipt of goods or service. You can also pay it later. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Paying money may not necessarily be an expenditure. For example, I gave rupees 5,000 or I lent rupees 5,000 to my friend on his request. So I lent rupees 5,000 to my friend on his request and he promised to pay the money back to me after a week. Though here I paid money but did not do any expenditure because against money I did not receive any good or service. So here I have paid money to my friend. He has borrowed money from me. But since I have not received any good or service against it, and that is why it is not my expenditure. So paying money may not necessarily be an expenditure. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Good. You are understanding everything, right? Mohammed, you do not have any doubt. Wherever you have doubt, please ask me. Do not hesitate to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, suppose you are receiving goods or service for which money is not payable by you at all, neither now nor later. You do not have to pay money at all. Then it is
Sir,
not expend.
can you teach some part in Hindi?
You have to ask me which part. आपको इतना समझ में आया?
सर समझ में आया लेकिन थोड़ा हिंदी में थोड़ा वाला समझा दो।
क्या कौन सा वाला समझाऊं बताइए आप मुझे, ये वाला आपको समझाऊं हिंदी में, ये वाला समझाऊं या ये वाला समझाऊं?
हाँ ये वाला ऊपर वाला।
गुड्स और सर्विस प्राप्त करना मतलब मिलना, अगर आपको मिल रहा है जिसके बदले में मनी, पैसा या कोई और चीज आपको पे करनी है, या तो अभी पे करनी है या बाद में पे करनी है, इसका मतलब आपने खर्चा किया। कब किया खर्चा? जब आपको गुड्स या सर्विस मिला, उस दिन नहीं जिस दिन आपने मनी पे की। मनी पे करना है आपको, ये पक्की बात है। अगर मनी पे करना है तो आपको गुड्स और सर्विस जो मिला आज, जिसके बदले में आपको मनी पे करना है आज या बाद में, तो फिर आपने आज के दिन ही खर्चा किया है, क्योंकि खर्चा करने का मतलब है गुड्स या सर्विस मिलना। क्लियर है ये बात?
ओके सर।
पक्का या अभी भी कुछ डाउट है इसमें?
नहीं नहीं क्लियर है।
फिर मैंने एग्जांपल बताया कि जरूरी नहीं है कि मनी पे की खर्चा करने के लिए मनी पे ही करना हो। मैं अपने फ्रेंड की शॉप में गया जिसका फुटवेयर का बिजनेस था, मैंने एक पेयर ऑफ शूज पिक किए उसके पास से और मैं घर आ गया। मेरी उसकी उस कोई बात नहीं हुई इस बारे में, लेकिन मुझे पता है कि एक दिन मुझे शूज का प्राइस पे करना है, राइट? तो फिर क्योंकि मुझे पता है प्राइस पे करना है, मुझे फ्री में नहीं मिला शू, इसका मतलब मैंने खर्चा उसी दिन कर दिया जिस दिन मुझे शू मिले, भले ही उस दिन मैंने पेमेंट नहीं किया। मतलब मैंने यहाँ खर्चा
किया है।
उधारी में किया है, उधारी में किया है।
जी।
ठीक है।
ओके।
इसी तरह
ओके
से
सर।
मनी का पेमेंट करना, खर्चा करना हो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है। जैसे मैंने अपने फ्रेंड को 5,000 रुपये उधार दिए, राइट? तो क्या मैंने खर्चा
यस।
किया? नहीं,
यस।
मैंने खर्चा नहीं किया। भले ही मैंने पैसे दिए, पर क्या मुझे उस पैसे के बदले में कोई गुड या सर्विस मिल रहा है?
नहीं।
नहीं मिल रहा। तो इसका मतलब मैंने खर्चा नहीं किया, हालांकि यहाँ मैंने पैसे दिए हैं। ठीक है।
यस।
अब इसमें से कौन से वर्ड आपको समझ में नहीं आए इंग्लिश वाले? जो नहीं आए,
आगे समझ रहा।
नहीं नहीं, अभी तो मैंने हिंदी में समझा दिया। जो नहीं आए उसके लिए आप डिक्शनरी में उन वर्ड्स को देखो और अपनी इंग्लिश इंप्रूव करो, क्योंकि आपको आगे मोहम्मद इंग्लिश बहुत काम में आने वाली है। ये ध्यान
ओके
रखना।
सर।
ठीक है।
ओके। ओके।
receipt of goods or service for which money is not payable at all। आपको गुड्स या सर्विस मिला जिसके लिए मनी देना ही नहीं है, ना तो आज ना बाद में, is not an expenditure but a gain। तो वो होता है गेन। उसको फिर हम एक्सपेंडिचर नहीं कहते, वो होता है गेन। मुझे आज कोई गुड या सर्विस मिला जिसके बदले मुझे पैसे ना तो आज देने ना कभी बाद में देने, इसका मतलब मैंने खर्चा नहीं किया, बल्कि मुझे क्या हुआ है? गेन हुआ है। ये समझ में आया?
यस सर।
तो जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं उन सबको अभी गेन हो रहा है। दे आर गेटिंग वेरियस गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज फ्रॉम देयर पेरेंट्स, फॉर विच दे डू नॉट हैव टू रिटर्न मनी टू देयर पेरेंट्स एट ऑल। You are also gaining now. You are not doing any expenditure,
यस सर।
right? So
यस।
respect that gain, learn as much as possible, and that will benefit you in future, to you only. Now let's understand types of expenditure. Expenditure are of two types. One is capital expenditure and second is revenue expenditure. एक्सपेंडिचर करते हैं तो हमें क्या होता है? हमें बेनिफिट मिलता है। किस रूप में मिलता है? गुड्स या सर्विस के फॉर्म में मिलता है, राइट?
यस सर।
अगर उस बेनिफिट की लाइफ 1 साल से ज्यादा है, तो ऐसे खर्चे को हम कहते हैं कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर। एंड इफ लाइफ ऑफ बेनिफिट्स इज अप टू 1 ईयर, मीन्स या तो 1 ईयर है या 1 ईयर से कम है, तो ऐसे खर्चे को हम कहते हैं रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर। ये समझ में आया?
यस सर।
जैसे एक बिजनेस ने लैंड परचेज की ताकि उसके ऊपर वो अपनी बिल्डिंग या फैक्ट्री बना सके, या फिर बिल्डिंग परचेज की बिजनेस चलाने के लिए, या फिर प्लांट और मशीनरीज परचेज की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करने के लिए, प्रोडक्शन करने के लिए, या फिर फर्नीचर परचेज किया, व्हीकल्स परचेज किए गुड्स को यहाँ से वहाँ ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए, कंप्यूटर्स परचेज किए बिजनेस के रिकॉर्ड्स रखने के लिए। इन सब की लाइफ जो है, इन सब से जो बेनिफिट मिलेगा हमें, क्या 1 साल मिलेगा या 1 साल से ज्यादा मिलेगा?
ज्यादा।
ज्यादा मिलेगा। इसलिए इनको खरीदने में जो हमने खर्चा किया है, दैट इज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर। क्लियर?
यस सर।
अगर एक बिजनेसमैन लैंड या बिल्डिंग खुद का नहीं खरीद सकता पर उसको बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, तो क्या करेगा? वो लैंड या बिल्डिंग को किराए पे लेगा, तो उसका क्या पे करेगा? रेंट। रेंट की लाइफ कितनी होती है? सिर्फ एक महीना। It is only 1 month. If I pay rent of April month, it doesn't mean that the landlord will let me use his shop or building for the month of May free of cost. Will he allow me to use his building free of cost for the month of May?
नो।
No. It means the rent that I paid for the month of April has life of only 1 month. 1 month means lesser than 1 year. So the rent is an example of revenue expenditure. Same is with salaries. Same as with electricity expenses. So these are examples of revenue expenditure. Am I clear?
यस सर।
Good. रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर को ही हम एक्सपेंस बोलते हैं। Expenses and revenue expenditure are same. Means when we say business expense, that does not include capital expenditure. Revenue expenditure are expenses. So revenue, sorry, expenses is equal to receiving benefits in form of goods or services for which money is payable, where life of benefits is up to 1 year. एक्सपेंस का मतलब क्या है? कुछ या सर्विस मिलना, प्राप्त करना, जिसके लिए पैसा देना है, या तो अभी या बाद में, और जो हमें गुड्स और सर्विस से जो बेनिफिट मिल रहा है वो 1 साल तक का ही है। अगर ऐसा खर्चा हमने किया तो उसको हम कहते हैं एक्सपेंस। मतलब अगर हमें गुड्स या सर्विस मिला जिसके बदले में पैसे देना पड़ेंगे अभी या बाद में, और उस गुड्स और सर्विस से जो हमें बेनिफिट मिल रहा है उसकी वो 1 साल तक ही मिलेगा, तो वो खर्चा है, वो एक्सपेंसेस है। समझ में आ गया आपको?
यस सर।
गुड। So note that expenses do not include capital expenditure. एक्सपेंसेस में कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर नहीं आता। एक्सपेंस का मतलब है सिर्फ रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर। राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, रोहित started a business of ready-made garments for which he did the following transactions: purchase of shop for rupees 25 lakhs, then furniture in the shop for rupees 4 lakhs. Now his shop is ready. Now he needs to purchase ready-made garments. Rupees 8 lakhs. So this is how he did total expenditure of rupees 37 lakhs. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now he could sold all his garments for rupees 11 lakhs. This is his income. We have to calculate his profit or loss. Tell me how much profit he earned or how much loss he suffered.
Don't know.
Why you have everything in front of you? He did total expenditure of rupees 37 lakhs and he earned a total income of rupees 11 lakhs. See, where do we use this expense? We use this expense to know, to determine financial performance of the business. Correct?
Yes,
When total expenses are subtracted from total income, as I did it here, total expenses are subtracted from total income, we got profit. If the answer comes in positive, it means it's a profit. So here you have to determine profit or loss.
profit.
Profit, how? How much?
Mm, 3 lakhs.
Very right. Good. 3 lakhs. So his profit is 3 lakhs. How come? Income minus total expenses. And what is his income? His income is 11 lakhs. Total expenses 8 lakhs. Correct or not? This is how you have calculated it, right?
Yes, sir.
11 minus 8 means while determining profit or loss, you did not consider expenditure of shop and furniture. Why? Because it is not expense, but it is capital expenditure. And purchase of this garments is his revenue expenditure. That is expenses. So to
Mm,
determine profit or loss, we do not consider capital expenditure at all. We consider only revenue expenditure, that is expenses. From income, we subtract expense, and this is how we get profit of the business. Clear or not?
yes, sir.
Good. Start noting it down from here, from expenses. Okay. So this is how we have seen expenses completely. Now we have to see income. When we do expense, we receive goods or service. When we do income or earn income, we give goods or service. So income means what? Giving benefits in form of goods or service. Here we are giving benefits to somebody for which money or some other thing is receivable by us either now or later. So we go to shop, we purchase something. It means the shopkeeper is giving us goods or service for which he will receive money. It means he has earned income. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
But it is not necessary that he receives money immediately. He can receive money later also. But when he earned income, the time when he gave goods or service. So to earn income, receiving money at the time of giving goods or service is not necessary. That is, income can also be earned on credit. We can also earn income on credit. For example, yesterday I explained you a case about Parle and Big Bazaar. The time Parle sold its biscuits to Big Bazaar on credit, that time itself it earned income, but it will receive money later for it. Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Another example which I gave here for expenses, when I got a pair of shoes from my friend's shop, that time itself my friend earned income. But that time he did not receive money for it. He will receive money later, he knows it. He knows that Amit will pay him money one day for sure. But what time he earned income? The time when I got shoes from him or he gave me shoes. Clear? So income, like expenses, can also be earned on credit. Expenses can also be done on credit. Can also be earned on credit. Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Good. In the above example of mine taking shoes from my friend's shop, the time I got shoes, that time itself, my friend earned income. Though that time he did not receive any money, right?
Yes.
Now, how businesses earn income? Businesses earn income by selling goods or services for which the business was started or intended. बिजनेस इनकम कैसे अर्न करता है? अपने गुड्स या सर्विस को बेच के। कौन से गुड्स या सर्विस? उन गुड्स या सर्विस को बेच के जिन गुड्स या सर्विस के लिए बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया गया था या जिसके लिए बिजनेस का इंटेंशन था कि हम ये गुड्स या सर्विस बेचेंगे। और ऐसी इनकम को कहते हैं, सच इनकम इज कॉल्ड सेल्स। So, for example, you started a business of stationery shop. So the items of the stationery that you sell, that income for you would be called sales. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
But if you sell any other thing other than stationery, then that would not be called sales. You are selling your old furniture of your shop. That would not be called sales. Why? Because furniture is not your goods. Goods is something in which you deal. You do not deal in furniture. Since your furniture of your shop has become old, it has become useless for you, you want to replace it, and that is why you have sold old furniture. And therefore, income that you earned by selling your furniture is not sales. In fact, it is not income at all, right? So, business can also earn income by allowing others to use any physical property of the business, which is used by the business as of now, right? So, suppose in my business premise, I have some extra space, so I may let it out, and against that, I can earn income of rent. Similarly, by allowing others to use surplus funds of the business by lending them, means मैंने अपने बिजनेस के सरप्लस फंड्स किसी और को उधार में दे दिए, राइट, इंक्लूडिंग बैंक्स। बैंक को भी मैं फंड्स उधार में दे सकता हूँ। बैंक में पैसे जब मैं डिपॉजिट करता हूँ फिक्स डिपॉजिट अकाउंट में, इट मींस मैंने बैंक को पैसा उधार दिया और उसके बदले मुझे क्या इनकम मिलती है? इंटरेस्ट। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
मैं अपने बिजनेस के सरप्लस फंड्स को किसी दूसरे के बिजनेस में भी लगा सकता हूँ, एंड अगेंस्ट दैट द इनकम दैट आई रिसीव्ड इज डिविडेंड। डिविडेंड इज पार्ट और शेयर in profits of a business in which money is invested. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
So suppose my surplus funds I use and I invest that in shares of Tata Motors. Now, whenever Tata Motors company earns profit, part of that profit would be given to me also, and that part is called dividend. I can also allow others to use name of my business or fame of my business to others. Fame means popularity, and against that, the income that I get is called commission. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So a business can earn incomes other than sales, which is its main income, and those other incomes are rent, interest, dividend, and commission. Got this?
Yes.
So with this, we have seen income also, right?
Yes.
So you have to start writing it from here, from income.
Okay.
Sales is the main
Sure, done.
income of business. One second, huh? It is main income of every business. Please note down this also.
Yes, sir.
This is income. I'm sorry. It is main or prime income of every business. Please correct it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In others' business. Name or fame of the business.